Good morning, millennials. Welcome to the Millennial Morning Show, the Morning Toast, hosted by Jackie Oshry and Taylor Swift's best friend. Okay.
It's such an honor to have you here.
I can't even, shoot the shit. I just need to talk about, what happened to me yesterday, because my life, I'm not okay. I don't even know, how to put into words the gratitude that I feel towards Miss Taylor Allison Swift. And yesterday was just a culmination of all of that. Because as you guys know, I've been on this Taylor train, for years. Really increasing my Taylor stan-ism in the past year or so. And it really comes from a genuine place of loving Taylor, but also part of it is I just want to be recognized by Taylor.
I think it started a little thirsty, but then it really turned into true love.
No. I would say it's the opposite. I really just I've always been in love with Taylor and just looking I love her. And then seeing all these other people getting recognized for their Taylorhood, I'm okay, I want it too.
No, I think you always have been a fan, but then you saw Reputation Room is you have to be the most outspoken fan. So you became that, and now that you are that, you really embody it
the love
on a mental,
came
physical
first.
level.
And just, that's it, okay?
No, I was here. We were all here.
So, yesterday was just a difficult day because we were traveling and it was Father's Day and we don't have a dad. And I was just it was hitting me more yesterday than ever before.
Same.
And I usually the day goes by and I don't think anything of it. I'm great, I don't have to do some bullshit family activity. But yesterday I was really feeling upset and lonely. And I got home and I had so many packages and my apartment was just there was stuff everywhere and I just really didn't want to handle it. And I had to try on dresses for Jackson Brittany's wedding, which just didn't go well. You saw the pictures.
I did.
It was not good.
It was not good.
And I got this box and I just opened it up. It was from a PR company and it's all this Taylor merch. And I'm so confused because I ordered new Taylor merch 2 days ago and I'm there's no way that it got here on a Sunday. And I was so confused and it's me merch and that's older merch that I already got. And I'm what the fuck? And then there's a note and it's like a rainbow with all of the colors, stay awesome, love, Taylor. And I was so confused because it didn't explicitly say hey, you're special, and that's just really what I needed.
Yeah.
And then the more I looked into it, it made me realize that I was special, but it was from her publicist. It was a letter that signed Taylor, and it was 6 merch in my size.
Interessant. Question though, was it the same packaging as when you bought merch? Because the box that you took a picture of looks like the same box that I saw Becca Tilly get.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was the same.
When you got your me merch, Counselor Snitch, did it have hearts and a letter that said "Stay Awesome"?
I didn't get me merch.
Oh, I did. It did have hearts, but it didn't have that letter.
Okay.
So then I saw a lot of people in the Steenie Swifties helped me. They shared pictures of what Becca Tilly and Tanya Rad got, and it was the same exact thing.
Okay.
So I'm in the boat with Tanya Rad and Becca Tilly. I just feel mine's a little bit more special. I don't know why. It's not, but I just feel it is. And now I'm over here just being recognized by Taylor Swift, and I just don't know what I did to receive this great honor.
I could tell you. I watched the past year of episodes.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. What was it that caught her eye? I don't know if it was all the episodes, if it was the Steenie Swifties, if it was my Tumblr, or I just recently posted that video of me dancing to me on my Instagram. That was probably it.
Oh, true.
So while I would like to think it was the Steenie Swifties that caught her eye, I do believe it was the post on Gunge.
Yeah, I would like to believe it was Swiftie with no job that caught her eye.
I mean, that would be my dream upon dreams.
Swiftie with no job has been slacking a little bit.
She's back on, but you know what? I run so many fucking Instagram accounts. I don't have the time.
I hear ya.
Gunge, The Morning Toast, Swiftie with no job, my Finsta. I can't.
You have a Finsta?
Yeah, my fake Insta.
Do you post a lot?
No, it's my Finsta that I use to stalk people.
Oh, I thought you meant a Finsta where you post selfies with your friends.
No, I wish.
Do you have a Finsta?
No.
But
do you know that the Kylie and Kendall do?
Yes,
I just caught up on Keeping Up the past 5 episodes yesterday, so I saw that they were talking about Finstas that Kendall and Kylie have, and then I was trying to find it and I couldn't.
I kind of want a Finsta, but then a Finsta where, you just post pictures that are not edited or whatever, but that's just it would be so difficult for me, and it would turn into just another account for myself.
No, I have no interest. Oh, but I had an idea. Now that I have this box from Taylor, I literally haven't taken anything out of the box because I'm just so excited about it. There's a return label. What if we send her some Toast merch?
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah, the box would probably return to sender, but whatever.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
Sweet. Well, welcome to Monday morning, everyone. What a sad day. Nothing sadder than the day after vacation.
We vacationed this weekend in Palm Beach. We did a couple podcast episodes last week, so we used our new fancy interface.
Our integrated interface.
It's an integrated interface. Feel free to head over to the podcast app. We had 3 new episodes last week that were really premium. I tried Tim Hortons live.
Yeah, they were really premium.
Yeah.
What are your overall thoughts on Tim Hortons? Apparently you didn't get the best flavors
The birthday cake. Yeah, I know. Well, that would be the PA's job to go and get me the best flavors.
Like nobody told me anything. I just went and I was like, hey, Timbits, and that's what I got.
Are you wearing a microphone?
Yeah, it's right here.
Good, okay.
Good. We want to hear everything you have to say, Counselor Snitch.
So the Timbits were really good. Like, they're munchkins. They're the same exact thing, except they served one horrendous flavor that we obviously banned here in the U.S. because it was so vile and disgusting I could have thrown up. I thought it was lemon, then someone told me it was probably maple. Irregardless, just not for me.
Understood. Well, we have so much to talk about today. All the news that happened while we were gone. So many shows to recap. Rahoney, the greatest episode of all time. Southern Charm, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Beverly Hills. I caught up on all my television yesterday on the plane. I love using airplane time to be productive. Now, I know you don't know what that's like because you have the ability to fall asleep before takeoff and wake up after landing, and not all of us could be that lucky, so I have to use it for productivity, and that's what I did. I watched Southern Charm, New York, and Beverly Hills, and it really made the flight fly.
No, on the way there, I didn't sleep the whole time, and I watched the Black Mirror Miley episode, and it was really good. I like the new 3 Black Mirror episodes. I watched another one last night, are less scary and creepy and disgusting than they've been in years past, like where the Prime Minister is fucking a pig.
Oh my God, horrible.
Why?
I can't. Like, that show was ruined for me. I think about that thing all the time when, like, they found out that he was doing it for an hour too long. Like, truly, just kill me. Like, take a gun and kill me because I just fucking can't. That was evil, and I'll never forgive Netflix for doing that to me. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, but the Miley episode is really fun. The song is good, and it's not scary. Like, I was scared to watch it alone, but I watched it on the plane, and it was fine. So
we have that to recap. We have You Need to Calm Down to recap. So much happened today, this morning. I've been up for hours. So I think, I'm not sure.
You think?
I think.
Do you think, Counselor Snitch?
What do you think?
Do you think it's time?
Oh, I think it's time.
Yeah, I think it's time to deliver. The fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast. But before we do that, please let you guys know. It would be my honor to let you know that I know that today's episode is brought to you by Thrive Market, an online marketplace on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. They offer the highest quality, healthy, and sustainable products available for every budget, lifestyle, and geography. You can shop for thousands of the best-selling organic foods and natural products for 25 to 50% below traditional retail prices. It's all shipped straight to your door. They sell non-GMO food, snacks, vitamins, supplements, personal care products, eco-friendly cleaning supplies, safe and non-toxic beauty products, kitchen staples, home goods, organic baby food, kids products, and much, much more. Thrive Market's prices are already 25 to 50% off, and now they're giving you an extra 25% off your first order plus a free 30-day trial. Many of you will be making a grocery run this week, so why not give Thrive Market a try from your home? If you go to thrivemarket.com/toast, you're already getting 25 to 50% off, and they're going to give you additional 25% off your first order plus free 30-day trial. Again, that's thrivemarket.com/toast.
Love it. Okay, now let's get back into what we were already talking about. Taylor Swift hugs it out with Katy Perry in star-studded You Need to Calm Down music video. Okay, while we were gone, it all started with first an iTunes leak, then a live stream, then a song, and today a music video at 8:15 a.m. Raise your hand if you woke up to watch it.
I did. You know what? Because I set an alarm for 8:15, and I literally
By coincidence or for?
It was just I usually do 8:30, so I just did 8:15 for the video. But interestingly enough, it's like I slept last night so poorly, like the way that I used to sleep before the SATs. Like when you think you missed it. So I woke up at 5, 7, and 8:15 because I thought I missed a video. Like I need to chill out. But now that like I've become like a certified Taylor friend, like I need to be so supportive and like be awake on time.
Totally. That was nice of her to put it out before the toast. I feel as though, for that reason, like she knew we needed to talk about it today, and I appreciate.
You know, I'm just like time and time again feeling so seen by Taylor Swift.
Let's start from the beginning, though, because we have an album title, we have album artwork, we have a lot more clues. Thoughts on Lover?
So on Thursday, she went live, told us the album's called Lover. Okay. Friday, sorry. The album's called Lover. The album cover was released. It's like a beautiful Pliny moment with a heart around her eye. And the second single, You Need to Calm Down. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard the name of the song, and I heard it obviously before because the Steenie Swifties figured this out a long time ago, I was like, oh God, like the way that You Need to Calm Down just like looks, I'm like, oh my God, what is she doing? Like, I don't know. And it's kind of the same way I felt about me with the exclamation point. I'm like, what is it? And I just like had a bad feeling about it. And then it came out. I'm like, oh, it's everything, you know? Like shade never made anybody less gay. Snakes and stones never broke my bones. Like truly, it really gave me like an Ariana Grande Thank You Next vibe because she's like speak singing, almost rapping. And I'm just here for, you know, the continuous evolution of Taylor Swift's musical discography.
Yeah. So you love the song.
I love the song. Me and Margaret were listening to it.
Do you like it better than Me?
Yeah. I don't know. They're so different, which is great because I love a diverse gal. Me is really more like pop anthem, like singing vibe, and I could see me in the club singing "You Need to Calm Down." You know what I mean? Because it's like it's more of like a point and sing, like she ain't never made, you know. And Me is like me, arms in the air, swaying. You know, it just gives me different dance moves, which is great because I love a diverse discography.
Understood. What are your thoughts, Counselor Snitch?
I love the song, and like when I listen to it, I'm like, oh my god, I love this. And then Me comes on afterwards, and like I'm just like, oh my god, I fucking love this song. So I think that's pray tell that I like Me better, but I still
maybe
really
you're just like used to
maybe it might be
more,
that
you know all the words. It's fun to sing along, you
right.
know?
But I really liked Me. Like
I think
people
I like this
people
more
like
than Me.
I like Me more because I agree. It's just more thematic.
Yeah.
But I love this song too. I mean,
I just need to learn the line.
It's nearly
because I've been trying to just it's so hard.
I've been trying to learn that line about self-expression.
And I'm not trying to mess with your self-expression, but I've been the lion and obsessing about somebody else is no fun. That was close. It's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
But sticks and stones never broke my bones. So you need to calm down. All right, now let's talk about all the things inside the song before the video that people are obsessed with. One, her multiple use of pronouns. Please don't step on my gown. Please don't step on his gown. Please don't step on our gown. So just like representation for all pronouns. Two, excuse me, I just spit all over myself.
Put it back. Taylor's watching.
Ew. Oh my God.
Put it back.
So sorry,
Taylor's
Taylor.
watching.
I'm sorry, Taylor. Okay, two, shade never made anybody less gay. And I love that line, but my sister Jackie did make an amazing point that I can't stop thinking about.
I can't stop thinking about it either. I think the line would have been even more powerful if it was hate never made anybody less gay, because I feel as though there's a lot more hate against the LGBT community
than shade. And also her song is directly addressing like the haters. But I think she was just like, the song is so positive, but it does address like something really sad. So she was just trying to make it like light and fluffy, like, you know, make something negative into a positive. So I think hate is like kind of a harsh word.
But
for
she, like the sentence before uses hate, she uses the word hate often.
So maybe she didn't want to use it twice.
No, but she could have changed that sentence. Like she's a lyricist. You know, I just like, because people think that their hate is going to solve
all the problems,
and it's not going to make anybody less gay.
Yeah, and it's not.
No.
It's truly not.
So that was my only like note for her.
So then I really wanted to talk about this article that I read from Vice, which the last article I read from Vice was a photo gallery of people having sex on their periods. And it was just at that moment that I figured I was done with Vice.
That you're just like not their target audience.
No, and honestly, it was really interesting, but I didn't consider it to be like art. So, no.
I don't understand why you wouldn't consider that, but I'll respect your opinion.
Oh, really? Yeah. Actually, that's true. Like, it is art, but it's just not like my art.
I just feel as though, like, maybe it's not for you, but it's for a lot of us.
You think?
Yeah, I felt really represented.
You did? Okay, whatever. I just like, I feel like me and Vice are just like not on the same page these days. And then I read this article by this girl who like literally makes a living off of hating Taylor Swift. Apparently she's just like the go-to journalist who hates Taylor. And she was just talking about how like the corporate exploitation of pride is like a real issue now, and like Taylor's super problematic. And I believe the girl who wrote it was gay. So like she was just making a lot of points from her perspective. And like, I wasn't hating on it. I disagreed with everything she said, but it was like a really eloquent way of disagreeing with someone until she was just like, and then at the end she just threw in, and you know, there's a lot of rumors going around that this entire album or video is Taylor coming out as bisexual, and I just feel like if she's a member or not. And then I was like, you just debunked everything you said, because while you were making a lot of valid points, you just like potentially outed someone on like a major media platform, which is just like not cool. Like when people do it on Reddit, okay, like on a prestigious media outlet, I just don't think that's cool. So I just wanted to say that I thought of a good point and I wanted to share it.
Agreed. Also, another good point from Hannah Lublay. There's so much spam, but I have to get to this. Shade is a double meaning. Shade like hate and shade like hiding in the closet.
Oh, thank you, Hannah Lublay.
Interessant.
Oh, that does make a lot more sense.
And I haven't read any articles yet, and especially with the video of like all the extra like I've just been like listening, and I really read everything like pretty surface. I'm not like great at picking up the hidden
Easter
meanings
eggs, yeah.
because I'm not, you know, so versed in the Taylor Dictionary.
And the Morse code of Taylor.
But I look forward, exactly. But I look forward to reading one of those articles. Let's talk about the video because that's where the hidden messages really come to light.
Okay, first of all, the first minute of the video before all the cameos started, it was just like a classic Taylor music video of her like in this like Pliny ass trailer park. And I just loved it. Like I just love Taylor's aesthetic. I feel like she really is like steamy.
She's definitely steamy and she's definitely Pliny. And there's no other way to be, you know?
And that framed thing on her wall.
There's no one who doesn't enjoy being Pliny.
No, nobody. That framed photo on her wall that says, "Mom, I am a rich man." Like, just, nodding to, her pop predecessors and then also becoming the pop star of the future. It's just really, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I liked the video. I liked the whole trailer park vibe.
Me too.
It was definitely the same trailer, different park.
Yeah,
And she looked great, and I enjoyed it. I loved all the cameos.
Me
There's
too.
nothing not to like. It's just
By the way,
happy.
did you see Todrick was a producer of
Yes.
it? I thought that was wildly interesting.
I thought that was wildly in tune because nobody makes a video like Todrick.
Nobody makes a video like Todrick. Nobody's more in tune with their like community than Todrick, and I just think Todrick is such a good friend for Taylor. I feel like he teaches her a lot, because they grew up so differently that I really feel like Todrick has been like a great influence in Taylor's life, and I love that she's giving him the respect he deserves. That means he made coin off the music video, so good on you, Todrick.
Making because it still has to, go forth and prosper.
It still has to, earn
matriculate. Oh, and we have the album date, August
23rd.
23rd.
8/2/3. 8 plus 5, 2 plus 3 is 13.
Where will you be on August 23rd?
Oh, will I be on? I might be at my honeymoon or at the Rascal Flatts concert.
You'll be at the Rascal Flatts concert.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Oh, that's good. We'll go to the Rascal Flatts concert, be on a high.
We'll be so drunk.
Get back from Camden, New Jersey. It'll be midnight.
We'll be on our party bus probably.
No, but it comes out the night before.
August 25th.
Oh, yeah, so it's like Tuesday night. Yeah. Or
right.
whatever.
Saturday night. Whoa,
What is that
earthquake.
sound?
Do you guys hear that?
It's Taylor. Do you guys think I'm going to get to the Reputation room? I'm so
What do
self-indulgent.
you think it's going to be called now? The Lover's Room? The Lover's Lounge?
The Lover's Lair.
Lover's Lane.
Oh, that's cute.
That is cute. Wait, we have to talk about Katy Perry.
Oh, right, duh. And like literally, I actually had tears in my eyes. I was so happy. First of all, I've just been like really loving Katy Perry lately. Like she's back to the normal Katy Perry that I fell in love with. And the first concert I ever went to was Katy Perry at Irving Plaza with her album,
Hot and Cold?
No, yeah. What was that album called? One of the Boys? Just
Yeah.
for the Boys? Something like that. I was like really an OG Taylor Swift, a real OG Katy Perry fan, like me and Alex Brazell in the first row. Like it was the first concert we ever went to, and I didn't tell Mom that it was GA because I knew she wouldn't let me go. And like it was really an amazing concert, and I was just like dying, and like she had the cupcakes on her tits, like it was premium as hell. And now, like, I feel like I can be back to that Katy Perry stanship because, first of all, the way she's promoting Taylor's video is, like, so nice and so, like, women supporting women. Like, she did a link in her stories, posted it on her feed, like, just, premium-ass friendship. And then just, like, do you think she filmed the Met Gala? Do you think this was filmed before or after the Met Gala?
After.
So you think she just had the outfit?
Yes, and I think that that it came about from her Met Gala look. I think this was post-Met Gala, for sure.
Okay, I thought it might have been before.
Actually, I think that's too far out,
Yeah. Even the, yeah. Okay, yeah, for sure. So then just like them hanging out, hugging, kissing was so cute. Here for it, totally. And then also the Pop Queen pageant with RuPaul, who threw the crown in the air.
Yeah.
Great message. First of all, I was having the hardest time figuring out who was who.
Oh,
They picked the most obscure outfits. I thought Lady Gaga was Sia.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And I didn't know that red Katy Perry outfit really that well. Or the pink Nicki Minaj one. The most obvious one was Cardi B.
And Adele, but like they did
her dirty. They did her dirty. She wasn't wearing any lipstick, and she was wearing like a smock. And I was really having a hard time figuring out who the pop queens were.
Yeah. Also, now I have
By the way, the Taylor one was so good. I thought it was her.
Good. And the Ariana one at the end was so obvious.
Yeah.
But now I'm feeling like, who did they leave out? Like, where was Rihanna?
But Rihanna hasn't put out music literally in 5 years.
I'm just saying, it's not cool.
Like, if they were gonna put out a Rihanna look, it would have to be from 2012.
Yeah.
No, and honestly, at the pop scale right now, like Rihanna's not on.
Okay, where was Halsey?
Jackie, really?
Halsey's
I
up
wouldn't
there.
put Halsey on the same stage as Adele.
Did you want her to get every single singer up there? Like
Yeah.
she just plucked a few.
No, I wouldn't consider Halsey to be on the same
Okay, but I was
level.
actually thinking about it. Like, I think with Halsey's next album, like, she will be icon status. She's #1 in every category.
And in
Where
every
was
country.
Pink?
That's a good call.
Where was Pink?
There we go.
No, but also the thing about Halsey is that her and the BTS song, like, it's taken her to another level globally. Like, I saw a video. I follow her hairstylist on Instagram, and she showed up at a BTS concert, and you should have seen. I've never seen a stadium so big in my life. I don't know where it was, but it was bigger than MetLife. It was bigger than any stadium I ever saw.
No, she's really like
Cementing
she's
herself.
coming in, and she's gonna be, up there on that stage in the next video.
Wow, I think that's a great call.
Thank you.
And Halsey, like, stands Taylor, so I'd stand Halsey.
Right. Any additional thoughts? I had something to say about the Katy Perry thing of it all. Oh, but what's interesting is, remember when Katy Perry said like she was going to start making purposeful pop, and then she put out like Bon Appetit and Swish Swish, and it was just like a joke?
Not purposeful. And
I feel as though Taylor Swift is really making purposeful pop.
Yes.
And so it's really apt that now Katy Perry is coming in, and it's like, this is how it's done, my friend.
And on Taylor Swift's live stream, she said this was going to be her biggest album ever in terms of songs. Like, maybe that leaves room for more collaborations, like maybe a purposeful pop anthem with Katy Perry that could take over the summer. I don't know.
I don't know, but it would be like the end of the summer.
True. Sad.
Anyways, exciting times. It's always fun to get a music video on a Monday, and I feel as though she understands the treachery of the work life.
Oh, for sure.
And so she did it for, those cogs in the machines out there, and those morning show hosts who needed something to talk about.
Who needed fodder for their show.
Yeah, but some more fodder. Meghan King Edmonds on husband's affair. Oh, yeah. I don't trust him anymore. Okay, over the weekend, came out that Jim Edmonds had a salacious affair.
And while nobody was really shocked, I guess Meghan King Edmonds was.
Right. And it was literally like pretty much to a T what Kelly Dodd had said had happened.
Right.
And now I guess the mistress, she was a disgruntled mistress, and she gave all of her texts to allaboutthetea.com.
Oh, that is so low. She couldn't even do like radar.
No, I guess they weren't interested. Meghan King Edmonds revealed on her blog on Friday that she found out...
also good on this bitch for like taking this moment and being thirsty and running with it and taking like everyone to her blog. I didn't even know she had a blog until now.
Meghan King Edmonds' blog.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. She revealed on her blog on Friday that she found out about former baseball star Jim's affair in the tabloids on Thursday when the story was first published by allaboutthetea.com, and she confronted Jim on the phone. Quote, he confessed to me that he had exchanged lewd photos with this woman over the course of several months, and a physical relationship never existed. Oh. He paid her off to protect me so I'd never found out, yet here I am writing about it. Do I believe him, she continued? I don't know, because I don't trust him anymore. Physical or not, he still had an affair, and he admits this to me. Jim later confessed to Us Weekly that he had a lapse in judgment, but again insisted that he never made physical contact with another woman. This is someone trying to profit from my name, he said in a statement. I'm aware she has done this to others in the past. He added that he wanted to pursue legal action, but it's not enough of an apology for Meghan. I'm a simple girl, she wrote on her blog. I wanted a solid marriage, I'm as loyal as they come, and I wanted the vows we made when we exchanged our rings to be acted upon. Now my wedding ring symbolizes fraud. I refuse to be humiliated by this. Marriage is hard. We've been through our ups and downs. I've talked about it openly. A relationship takes two, but it doesn't take two to cheat.
That's true.
Okay, I mean, this story is so crazy because he was
and they're being so public.
He was literally sending dick pics while his wife was in the hospital giving birth to twins.
Oh, no, not twins.
No, twins. Twins.
Oh, did she get pregnant again?
Yeah, she now has 3 betas.
Oh, good for her. Okay, You know what? At the end of the day, she got what she wanted, and fuck Jim Edmonds.
Fuck Jim Edmonds. I don't believe him because also
I don't believe him either.
Everything that this mistress has said so far is true. Okay, so she doesn't have like physical proof that they met physical, but why would she make more up when she has the...
Yeah, if you have a truth, like that's good enough, you don't need to make up lies in addition to it.
Right, so I believe that he's still lying. He's a dirty fucking dog.
I really can't fucking stand him. But I read like a really insightful comment like on some Instagram. Like someone was so shocked by this because like when Meghan was on OC, like she was a lot of things, but she was very in tune. Like she called that Brooks thing. Like she's always been very like
an investigator.
I don't know what the way. Hold on. The right word is like it starts with an I. She's always been very
intuitive.
Intuitive. Yes, I was gonna say interpretive, and I knew that wasn't right. She's always been very intuitive and like. Not that I think she knew about it, but I think maybe in some way she like turned a blind eye because she's always been this like really smart, intuitive person. And she called that Brooks thing, like she's just calling people out left and right. And now it's her.
Yeah. I feel as though this isn't like such a shock. Even when you would see them on the show, like he wasn't excited to have a baby. Like,
no, he was so rude.
He was really terrible. And unfortunately, there's this stigma in the sports world that like men can just do what they want. And
oh my God, I just rewatched Entourage, and Jim Edmonds was in an episode.
What was
like? They're at a private
sending dick pics.
They're at a private like aviation terminal, and they're like with Mark Wahlberg and like passing by with a bunch of athletes, and Jim Edmonds is there. And it's like, yo, bro, Jim, what up?
Oh, cool. So he's a somebody.
Yeah, he is a somebody.
Well, I just feel as though like there is this, sort of
environment,
open secret environment. And for Meghan, maybe she knew, maybe she didn't know, but it's like Chloe and Tristan. It's like, do whatever you want, but don't fucking embarrass me.
Yeah.
Don't leave traces. Don't send dick pics to this mistress who's literally like I don't want to call her a mean word, but she's like the mistress of Babylon in the baseball community. You think that she's gonna like not share?
Be discreet. If you're gonna
be fucking discreet.
That's a good call. Like if you're gonna do it, don't embarrass me.
Right.
So and good on Meghan for being like, I refuse to be humiliated by this. I didn't do anything. Why is it embarrassing for her?
No, exactly. So I think it's that sort of situation where you never know what goes on behind closed doors. People do weird things. He's definitely a weird dude. But like, be smart. You know, you're a very prestigious guy.
I couldn't
Don't
agree
just
more.
be like texting with anyone fucking Jeff
Bezos. Oh my God, I was literally about to say that too. It's like, please. I mean, but you know what? At the end of the day, if you had to be humiliated by your husband, but you get $16 billion in return, you know what? I think I'm okay with that. Meghan King Edmonds isn't getting $16 billion.
I think the Jeff Bezos thing is way more humiliating for him than
Jeff.
it is for his...
Those text messages,
than
of course.
it is for his wife, because they were already like divorcing, and now it's like... and he's still with this fucking woman who leaked his shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's way more embarrassing for him. I mean, those text messages were so embarrassing, and people like me posted them everywhere, so he should be embarrassed.
And like, he knows that, I mean, I've been watching Black Mirror, so, you know, the government's always watching, Mark Zuckerberg is watching, and he knows that, like, you have the ability to watch over people's phones, so what is he doing sending photos of his ween?
Also, Spencer Lane just made a great point. I'm really glad that Meghan didn't blame the other woman. Like, I feel like a lot of times when this happens, like, you go after the mistress, and like, yes, the mistress was wrong, but like, the husband was more wrong, because the mistress didn't have anything to lose.
No, I totally agree, but it's like, it's so... Why is the mistress like giving all of this to all about the tea.com? If she's worried about Meghan, like let her know.
No, I don't think she's worried about Meghan. She needed a paycheck.
You think all about the tea pays?
I think maybe
money?
she could have gotten $1,000.
Okay. Well, she also got paid off by Jim Edmonds to not.
Also,
talk
did you
about
know? I read on Instagram yesterday that when he was in high school, Spencer Pratt sold a picture of the Olsen twins for $50,000 to some publication. They went to the same high school.
I saw that the other day.
I didn't know that. Just like an interesting factoid that I found to be interesting.
That's my favorite kind of factoid.
Me too. I mean, there's nothing like an interesting factoid.
Never. Okay.
Never.
Are you ready for our next story?
Yes.
Thorne posts nude photos on Twitter in retaliation against alleged hacker.
I saw them.
Bella-
And she should be proud.
I didn't see them because I don't look at celebrity nude photos.
No, but they're not nude. She released them herself.
Yeah, but it was like because she was being threatened.
Yeah.
Thorne is taking her power back and in a bold way. She tweeted a message the other day. Yesterday, as you all know, my shit was hacked. For the last 24 hours, I've been threatened with my own nudes, and I feel gross. I feel watched. I feel someone has taken something from me that I only wanted one special person to see, the star's message began. But despite feeling violated, Thorne made it clear that she was not going to let the hacker's actions phase her. For too long, I let a man take advantage of me over and over, and I'm fucking sick of it. I'm putting this out because it's my decision now. You don't get to take another thing away from me. And so she posted her own nudes that the hacker was threatening to post.
And she posted screenshots of the text messages with the hacker, like being a freak from an Android. And I just have to say, this is my favorite thing celebrities have been doing recently, is releasing their own nudes or something. Like when Raven posted that disgusting email she got from InTouch. Like, we have a doctor who says, you got your tits done. Is it true?
Yeah.
You have until 11 a.m. to respond.
Or when Sarah Jessica Parker did that about, like, they were saying her and her husband were fighting in a restaurant.
Oh, yeah. And when Kim did her selfie book, and, like, the week before it went into print, someone was threatening her iCloud got hacked, and in her selfie book, she included 4 of the nudes that got hacked.
Yeah.
And she looked great.
Or, like, when Amanda Stanton was being threatened with her medical...
And she just came out and was like, if you're getting my nudes, sorry.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. I mean,
it's such an empowering move. I love it.
It really is. It's just, like, so disappointing that, like...
We still live in a time where people are being hacked. Like, I have really started to realize, like, that nothing is private. Like, I won't even text something secretive. Like, I get nervous. I'll only say it.
Yeah. Sometimes I get, like, so weird about text and Instagram DMs.
Yes.
Like, if, like, Snitch always says, like, she'll DM me something, like, shady about someone, and I don't respond because, like, I don't want it. Like, we could talk about it when I see you.
So I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So Snitch is fucked.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay. Next story.
But we're just breezing right through them today.
We have so much to discuss.
Oh, that's true.
Much to discuss.
Much too good for children.
How's Theo?
Speaking of children, he's great. Actually, I left him in the crate today because he was all muddy from his walk. I didn't have time to give him a bath. But he's just precious. He really needs a haircut. But other than that, he's just, making lives better.
Did he miss Mummy?
He did. I mean, when he saw me crying, like, I could have died. Like, between the Father's Day of it all, the Taylor Swift box, and then the reunion with Theo yesterday, like, I cried maybe 4 times.
Oh.
It was an emotional
good to
day.
get a good cry in.
It is. I cried on the plane. Like, I just couldn't stop crying.
Same. I cried on
You
the plane.
did?
Yeah.
Me too. What?
Jackie, when I turned before we took off, were you crying?
I was wearing sunglasses
Yeah.
because my eyes were watery.
I thought so, and I wasn't going to call you
plane?
out. I was thinking about Father's Day.
Me too.
was
No,
just
I
going
wanted to
through
look
it.
for a picture of me and Daddy, and like the second I saw it, like I just cried.
Oh my God, I saw your freaking post and I was listening to Even Though I'm Leaving, and that's really what sparked my
That's so
tears.
Also,
Oh my
planes
God.
just make me emotional, like, all the time.
100%,
Me
like,
too.
if you're not looking out the window crying, what are you doing?
Were you even on a plane? Wait, that's so funny.
That
oh my
is
God.
so
Maybe we should have, like, cried
spooky.
together.
Probably. No, we didn't talk about it.
I
Like,
needed to be alone.
That is so funny.
That
I'm
is so-
I'm crying now.
That's so spooky.
Spooky.
Oh, wow. Is everyone okay?
yeah,
I'm
good
good.
today.
I'm good. I slept really well. I took some CBD. Like, it was a great day.
Yeah, I took some CBD for the plane.
Oh, is that how you fell asleep?
Well, I was sleepy because I didn't sleep at all the night before because you gave me that Sudafed D, which
Oh.
the D keeps you up.
Oh.
The D fucks with you.
Yeah, it does.
So I knew I was going to be sleepy anyway, then the CBD just like relaxed me because I was just being like tense.
Got it.
A tense toaster,
Of course.
you know? Anyways, speaking of Theo and a really fucking sad story, Wag dog walker stole couple's dog to gift to someone else, say court docs.
I saw, and you know what? Like, I don't fucking understand this. Dogs are the most overbred species in the world. Like, if you wanted to get someone a dog as a gift, you could literally get one for $1 at a local shelter. Like, why are you stealing someone else's, you fucking freak?
No, fucking freak. This is such a crazy story. And like we all sort of watched it unravel. I saw it in the toasters. I saw it like someone that I'm friends with, they reshared someone else's story. So I think I have like 3 degrees of separation from this person
Okay.
who got their dog stolen. So I was just like watching every update. Then Olivia
And
Munn
it's
got
just,
involved.
yeah, good on Olivia Munn because it was terrible
PR.
for WAG when like it wasn't their fault. They just had a fucking loser like that they hired. But they got the dog back, which is great. But weird and spooky. And I haven't used WAG in over a year just because I heard like way too many sob stories.
That's so upsetting. Like it's such a good idea. They have to take out.
But it's like Uber, like any app that is really like is such a problem solver, like it's bound to have its issues.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just like love Theo so much that I don't know, it freaks me out.
That would be so sad.
I mean, I would die. Like one time a wag walker's phone died and I had a fucking mental breakdown and I was literally running around town like a chicken with my head cut off screaming at everyone.
I remember.
And then she just showed up back at my door like, sorry, my phone died. I was like, oh, okay.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
There's this episode of Black Mirror that has to do with like Uber, or they called it something else, where the driver like kidnaps someone.
A social media manager.
Well, he wanted to. It was like someone who worked at Facebook, but it was called Squibble or something. And because he kidnapped the person because he wanted to get the Mark Zuckerberg's attention.
Oh.
And so he kidnaps him, and he was like, "Get me Billy Bob on the phone."
Billy McFarland.
What was it? Billy? I forget. And he was like, "I'm just an intern." He was like, "What? You look so old."
That's funny.
Yeah, and it was a good episode, and it was less spooky than they've been. Okay, fifth and final story before we talk all things TV. O.J. Simpson joins Twitter. Quote, "I got a little getting even to do." O.J. Simpson launched a Twitter account.
What happened the last time you got even, OJ? You ended up in jail.
O.J.
And 2 people died
Well, he didn't end up in jail for
for that.
No, but you know, you did end up in jail and 2 people did die.
O.J. Simpson launched a Twitter account with a video post in which the former football star said he's got a little getting even to do. Simpson confirmed the new account to the AP on Saturday, saying in a phone interview while on a Las Vegas golf course that, quote, "It will be a lot of fun."
Can you imagine just being like a journalist for whatever publication that was?
The AP,
The AP, and then just like ending up on the phone with
O.J. Simpson.
OJ Simpson?
No. Quote, "I've
The
got
AP is evil. The AP blackmailed me.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah, they did.
They're fucking evil.
"I've got some things to straighten out," he said. He did not elaborate before he said he had to go and ended the call. Through 11 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday, Simpson had more than 500,000 followers on Twitter. Simpson has generally kept a low profile since his release from prison in October 2017 for robbery and kidnapping over an attempt to steal back some of his sports memorabilia from a Las Vegas hotel room. Okay, so this is interesting. I mean, it seems like a logical next step for a free man.
Yeah, but Ben made a great call. Like, how do you think he knew what Twitter was? Like, when do you think, because he's been in prison for so long, before he went in, there was like barely cell phones, and now that he's come out, it's like fully the digital age, and it's the digital diaspora. So how do you think O.J. Simpson found out about Twitter? Do you think they explained it to him when he got out, or he knew about it when he was in?
I think he probably found out about it while he was in. You know, they watch the news sometimes.
That's what I said to Ben.
Sometimes Twitter makes the news. You know, I think he had heard of it.
He must have been a social media intern, because like when you've
But he's
been
been
in
out
jail
for a good amount of time now to get reacclimated to all this new technology.
I don't know. It's like it's 20 years of new technology. For an older person, like it could be hard for him to adapt.
Well, Twitter's pretty basic.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
don't want to see him on Snapchat anytime soon.
No, and I don't think he'll be on TikTok anytime soon.
No.
Also on Kardashians, where they were talking about Kourtney's ad, cleaner sushi. I was dying. That was so funny. I thought to myself, she said sushi's so weird. And then Scott was like, sushi. It was hysterical.
Okay, let's talk about Keeping Up with the Kardashians because...
But before we talk about Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I really feel like you shouldn't have to choose between overpriced designer sunglasses and cheap shades that won't last you till summer. That's why we'll never wear anything other than Movement. MVMT sunglasses. You've heard us talk about Movement disrupting the watch industry, well now they're doing it again with sunglasses. The LA-based accessories brand has hundreds of premium affordable sunglasses to choose from. So whether you're into more timeless shapes like classic round sunnies or something that makes a statement like fun 90s skinny frames, they've got them all. Constructed with durable, acetate, and lightweight materials for that perfect, reliable fit, you don't have to choose between style and function, you get both. Movement sunglasses start at $60 and no pair are priced over $95. So you're guaranteed to find a style that you love with quality that doesn't break the bank. They've sold over 2.5 million products across more than 160 countries and their collections are always expanding. So get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movement.com/toast. That's MVMT.com/toast. See why Movement keeps growing. Check out their expanding collection if you go to MVMT.com/toast. That's MVMT.com/TOAST. Join the movement.
we just got the cutest sunglasses.
Yeah, mine are super cute. I think we got the same pair.
Yeah, but I got them in blue.
But I got them first.
No, but like, we got them at the same time.
No, but like I responded to the email first.
Oh, for sure. But then when I responded, then I saw that we asked for the same pair. They
Whatever.
were just the obvious. Like, if you
They were
guys
the
go to,
cutest
if you go to
ones.
movement.com/toast, you'll know exactly which ones we got.
Yeah, totally.
They're fucking cleany as hell. They should
Yeah, I
do
got them
Taylor Swift
yesterday.
music video.
Oh, actually, they should. That's a great call.
Okay. Kardashians.
Is that where we want to start?
I think so. It's top
Okay.
of mind for me. I watched it last night.
Me too. Yesterday's, and I caught up on just the whole season, and it
Okay.
really is kind of good. Like, I have found that they're opening up a little bit more. It used to be so boring, where it was like there was something kind of interesting, and then 3 subplots. Now the subplots are really subplots, like MJ and Talentless and Scott. But
But that was an interesting subplot to
Yeah,
me.
that's what I'm
because
saying.
I really felt like Talentless came out of nowhere.
it
oh,
did.
it's Scott's thing, and now
and
I
then all
understand
of a sudden
how.
they started ramping it up, and it's because Kris Jenner inspired Scott to do that.
Yeah.
But last night's episode was wildly interesting because I do remember seeing that Kourtney went on this trip with Kendall and her friends and was like hanging out with Kendall's friends for like 2 weeks straight and how fucking weird it was. And now I know that it was weird.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Kendall was annoyed. And she would have been, even if Kourtney wasn't being a bitch, like her older sister hanging out with her and her friends and going on trips is weird and she should have been annoyed anyway. And then Kourtney being like such a loser, like being mean to Kendall just to make her friends think she's funny. Like I could die. That's so losery.
Like putting her legs up, like that's like so obnoxious. Like that's what you do in high
High
school,
school.
like to be like funny.
Yeah.
It was just like the lowest common denominator level of humor. And Kourtney being like, I make jokes, I'm just funny. Like
No,
you're the
Jackie,
least
maybe
funny,
I am cooler and funnier.
You're the least funny person I've ever seen on my television.
No, like, and truly the least interesting to look at.
Truly. And
That's,
I
and
didn't.
then they blamed Khloe.
Right, I did not think Khloe was meddling, and I thought it was actually really mature of Khloe to like take what Kendall said and tell Kourtney, because Kourtney should know. She's a fucking 40-year-old woman. Like she should know that
She's a mom of
she's
3.
hurting her 20-year-old sister.
And her feelings are hurt, yeah.
Right, and-
I didn't think Khloe was wrong at all. Obviously, first of all, this was a storyline, so someone had to. Kourtney had to find out what Kendall was saying, and Kendall had to find out what Kourtney was saying, because this is a fucking TV show. And that's just the job that Khloe got, and then they blamed it on her.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Wasn't her fault, really gave good insight. I feel like out of all of them, like obviously I like Kourtney the least, but I feel like I'd really get along with Kendall the least, because like she's just so not my vibe. Like
No.
when we get little snippets, like she really films like not that much, like Kylie, a little more than Kylie, but when we get like sneaks into her life, I'm like, damn, like I would never hang out with her. Like her idea of a good time is like having her friends over for a home cooked meal. Like you're 21, go to a club.
No, totally. Or like that. I'll never forget the episode where she went horseback riding with Jen Atkin because she was like feeling
In
lonely.
Paris, yeah.
Like I fucking can't. That was like the worst episode, the worst storyline that they ever conceived.
And but you know, I found the Kylie office drama to be wildly interesting. But then wait, when Kris got on the phone to like vent with someone and she chose Kourtney, and it's like Kylie billionaire Jenner, like how
No.
fucking jealous are you, Kourtney? Like I could die.
100%. I thought everything was fake about that storyline, except like then they called Kourtney and she took it seriously and was really saying how she felt. It's
Yeah.
like whoa, like,
Yeah, relax.
Like it's just a storyline because that was all so dumb. Like
Yeah.
Kris being in the middle of the conference room, like
No, that was funny.
Do they not know whose office it is?
No, totally, and it's a huge fucking office. Like, get another one. But the fact that Kris gave Kourtney and Scott, Khloe and Scott a tour, making it. She never said it was a Kylie Cosmetics, saying it like it was fucking Kris's new office. That was crazy.
But like, I don't understand how things like this happen. Like, you each all have condos that you work out of. Kylie is building an office. Whose name is on the office? Like, it should be very
well, it wasn't
clear.
done yet. So Kylie said that her logo wasn't there yet.
But like, when they registered for the office building, like who? Like,
Yeah, probably Kylie Cosmetics LLC. But I think Kris Jenner is like the CFO of Kylie Cosmetics. Like,
Yeah.
I think Kris Jenner makes a lot of money and works like almost full time on Kylie
For
Cosmetics.
sure, but Kylie's still the CEO.
Yeah, no, totally. But so Kris being like, I want to share an office with the CEO is not that far fetched because they're both, first of all, it's her daughter, and they're both so high up in the company. I think Kris might
no
work.
CFO and CEO share an office.
What CEO and CFO are daughter and mother?
No, but like Kris is on, like people take phone calls. She has kids and dogs. Like there's more than enough space for 2 offices.
No, there's more than enough space for sure. But like Kris just wants to be included. Like, you know what I mean? Kris is like kind of pathetic. And every time I watch episodes of the Kardashians, like I really feel like Kris is my favorite. And that if I was in their family, like I would latch onto Kris.
I love Kris. She's great. I felt like everything about that
When she was
storyline
giving a
was
tour,
contrived.
This is my photo studio. What the fuck does Kris Jenner need a photo
Exactly,
studio
because
for?
she was like, it was contrived. Felt really, really fake to me.
Okay.
So that was annoying because there's enough to go off of.
Yeah.
I could have talked about Mammoth more. Tell me about these potatoes. Who wanted them?
And there was also
Who
the
on
Kim
trip?
psoriasis thing that they shoved into a flashback because they filmed so much content of her going to all those different like doctors, and then they didn't even make it a storyline. They literally showed a clip of it like a flashback.
Yeah, that was also interesting. And it came out at the same week that her body makeup is coming out that she announced. And I just want to say, like, I've never needed anything so much in my life.
Same. And you know what was so funny is while she was like talking about how she wasn't going to go out or she wasn't going to wear this outfit because of her psoriasis, I thought to myself, I'm like, you know, I really wish she just like embraced it more, because I get that she's like shallow and it's like funny and she like loves the way that she looks, but like it would be really empowering if she just like kind of owned her psoriasis and went out with a big psoriasis patch on her leg once. And then towards the end of the episode, she like kind of came to that conclusion, like working with Winnie Harlow, and I was just so proud of her because I was like getting annoyed with her. I'm like, who cares? You're like the most beautiful woman in the world. You have like a little scratch on your leg. Just go.
No, but I mean, so much of her job is her. It will take a lot for her to come to that conclusion, considering like the world and society and even herself has just made everything about her to be about her looks. You know?
Yeah, no, totally. And that's why it would be so great. But she's getting there. I thought that towards the end of the episode, she took a turn.
For sure, but now she has to sell body makeup, so she can't actually take that turn.
Yeah, that's true.
I will be buying it though.
Me too.
This is something that I've needed.
What are the shades?
There's a bunch of shades in it. It looks like actually it looks like maybe there's 4 shades.
That's not enough.
You think?
Yeah.
Why? It's like
For women of the world?
fair, medium, dark. That's what everyone does.
There needs to be more. It's like foundation for your legs. And most
Yeah,
foundation
but no-
lines have like 30 lines.
No,
for
but like
30
for your
shades.
face, it needs to match perfectly. For your legs, you just want tan. Like everyone just wants tan, shiny legs.
I don't know. I'll see. I might have to buy 2 shades.
I'll be buying it in spades.
Me too.
And I feel like this is what she should have been doing from the beginning.
That I agree
You
with.
know, when she comes out with like a lip kit, I'm like, okay, I've seen this before, but this is ingenious. This is so her, and everyone says she's been doing it for years.
Yeah. That's a great call. Like KKW Beauty really should have been more of like a body foundations, body glow, body shimmer, body glitter. Like,
Yeah.
because she's like known for her body, like, and her glam too, but glam is taken care of by Kylie. She could have done more of like a Jergens brand.
Yeah, well, she's getting into that now, and I'm very much here for it, and I will be setting an alarm for this one, actually.
I wonder,
It's
like,
been a while since I've set an alarm.
How it'll do in comparison to her other launches. I hope it does really well.
I hope so, too. I'm sure it will.
Me too.
Okay, next up, Rahoni.
Oh my God, what a great episode. I was so mad to have missed this show because so much happened, so much needed to be recapped. But at the end of the day, I'm here for Sonia Morgan, and that's really what I got out of this episode. And you know what? Like, good on her. I say this so confidently. I do not think Sonia Morgan has a drinking problem, but I do think she's really aware of how she comes off in the show. And when all the ladies, even Bethany was like, you should go to the meeting, if she protested, she would have looked like she had a problem.
Yeah.
So she was really smart, and she was like, sure, I'll go, whatever, I'll go support Luann. And I totally understand why she had a fucking breakdown afterwards. And Luann is such a bitch because Luann was like, you were fine in the car. No, she wasn't. She was trying to talk to you. You were just on your phone, like so self-involved in your cabaret that you couldn't think of anything else. She didn't just turn like in a second when she got to SLS. She was having a breakdown. It started in the car.
Yeah, like she was still visibly shook by what she heard. And I totally get that. And I feel as though she's a very compassionate person. Like Luann is talking to these people, sharing her story, making them laugh, whatever, making it about her, I'm sure. And then she's going back to their mansion on the beach.
No, not only that. It's like when other people share in AA, I can't imagine that Luann is listening with both ears wide open. She's in her own world.
No, exactly.
But so Sonia sat there and was just like, it's so sad. And she's like, how can I go back to like this lavish whatever? And I'm hearing about people who are like living on the streets due to their addiction. Like, it's sad.
Yeah, and they're going to go sleep on the beach, and we are going back to this house. Like, and how do you just
Luann, I'm going to go for a
compartmentalize that?
dip.
Right, and then just the whole thing, but then it really culminated at dinner.
And first of all, I love Barbara. When she started crying she started out the day on my bad side. Like when she was crying in the kitchen, I'm like, bitch, get it the fuck together. Bethany gave her some great advice, and then she took it. And she really made more of an effort with the girls. And you know what it's like to be on a trip with people. And she's like just thrown into this group of women, and Luann is really her life raft, and Luann is not helpful at all. So it can't be easy. The crying, she took it too far, but she really took Bethany's advice really well, and the women are starting to warm up to her, and I'm glad about it. And she's being really she turned on a dime on Luann. But at the beginning of the day, I was like, no, sis, you gotta go home. Like I was really not here for her at all.
Yeah. No, I mean, nothing unites women like talking shit about another woman.
That's so true.
But it wasn't even the fact that they needed her to talk shit about Luann. It's like they needed her to admit that Luann's been a bad friend to her.
Not only that,
she's
they
only
needed her to stop kissing her ass.
Right, that she's only on this trip because of Luann, and then Luann's not there for her, which she admitted, and that's fine.
Yeah.
The dinner.
The dinner. First of all, Bart and G's is an iconic Miami restaurant where I went when I was in high school, and I saw Brooke Hogan, and we took a picture together.
Wow.
On a BlackBerry.
As if the place needed any more history.
Right.
Then Bethany had a full-blown panic attack.
Oh my God.
And Luann.
And amidst her panic attack, she's dropped like the most interesting Easter eggs. I got you rehab for free.
Interesting factoids that were unbelievably interesting. Negligee in the fields.
Dennis, something else happened where she got arrested or something, and Dennis made sure that it never made her record or never became public.
She tried to get in a car and drive while she was drunk.
Bethany had to sit outside her house so she wouldn't get in her car and literally kill herself.
Bethany had to talk to her children.
Yeah, like so many, and that wasn't even the point of Bethany's breakdown. It just literally like slipped out, and it was wildly interesting. And I knew a decent amount. I knew that Dennis was really involved in her Palm Beach scandal because he's like works with lawyers, and he just like has a lot of clout in Palm Beach, and he was super helpful, but I didn't know the extent of it all.
No, not at all. And I understood what Bethany was saying, and I feel as though she never even realized it before, but it's like all that time she spent interventioning for Luann, she could have spent doing that for Dennis, and maybe things would have been different.
So
you
true.
know? Like, when she kept saying that to Luann, and I don't think Luann still gets it to this day. It's like,
No.
I was doing an intervention for you while my fiance died of a drug overdose.
Yeah.
Do not see how those things are connected and how I could possibly be affected, and you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, or even ask how I'm doing. Like, even regardless of the addiction thing, it's like Bethany's grieving, and all Luann can talk about is her cabaret show. It's like, why don't you check on your friend who also happened to help you and save your life a million times?
No, and it's like they talk about it so little that I actually forgot about Dennis.
Me too. They talk about
and
it
that it
so
happened
little.
so
Close.
soon at, like, it's only been a few months. So, and then Luann's just response to everyone was pure evil. Like, her...
Evil. By the way, there was a time where I hated Luann so much. It was when Bethany first started dating Dennis, and she's like, you're dating a married man.
Right.
It's like, you're fucking separated. She's been separated for 4 years. Lyanne, that reunion made me really, like, in my soul, like, really hate Luann so much. And then I just started loving her, like, Class with the Countess Cabaret, like, icon status, love her so much. And now I'm back to that Lyanne place because last week's episode was so horrible.
Because she bit the hand that fed her. And the way that Luann owes Bethany a debt of gratitude that can never be repaid, and just baseline just means be nice to her, be supportive of her, don't talk shit about her, is the way that Bethany owes Sonia that same debt of gratitude from last season. And if Bethany were to ever turn on Sonia, like Luann has just turned on Bethany, I would be out on Bethany too.
Yep, that's such a great analogy.
But she would never do that because she understands how the world works.
And what's so interesting is, talking about last season, is I really realized this week how Carol made so many of the women so ugly in my eyes. Like, I loathed Dorinda last year. I'm loving her this year. She's so lucid. She's on the right side of history. She's not getting too involved. Loving her. Tinsley, I was like really hating last year. Like, she's dumb and immature. That's literally what I thought. Now, I love her. She's so cute. When she was drunk and fighting for Bethany, loved her. She was having the best time on her date. She kissed him. Like, I was really living for her. And it's just so funny how those two characters were so linked to Carol last year, and I hated them so much. And now I love them.
Dorinda, it's so funny because Dorinda is still like, half the time she's right and half the time she's wrong. And I don't know what the difference is. Like, maybe it's the Carol difference. I don't know. Maybe now that she's turned, she'll stay. I've always liked Tinsley, but it was getting to be really annoying, the like immaturity, you know, the dependency.
No, and Bethany really whips her into shape. Like, Carol was her enabler, and Bethany's like, go on a date. She literally got her dress and like put her diaper on and sent her out the door for the date.
And then when they met up at the restaurant and Bethany was like, how did it go? And Tinsley was like, it was great. Like, and Bethany was so genuinely happy to hear it.
And they woke up in the same bed for the second time.
It felt like true friends. Like, that's how I would feel if I set my friend up on a date and like it went well. It's like just so exciting.
Yeah, no, I'm so here for that friendship.
We need to talk about the rumors. Page Six has now written 2 articles that Tinsley is in danger of being kicked off the show, that she's filming test scenes with like younger prominent women to like bring some clout to the show. Meanwhile, Bravo is courting Anthony Scaramucci's wife. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say on the record, I think that this is all fake news.
Definitely the Scaramucci is fake.
Because this isn't the first time that I've heard that Anthony Scaramucci's wife wants to be on the show. And the first time I heard it, I'm pretty sure it was her saying, I want to be on the show. And now it's saying, I can't say.
Yeah, she's a thirst monster.
I don't think Bravo really courts anyone, especially not her. Who is she?
They court like Denise Richards.
They court fucking Kathy Hilton and Kris Jenner.
Yeah. Oh my God, imagine if Kris Jenner was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
That would be iconic, and she is the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills.
She's the housewife, the realist.
That's what, when Erica Jane was on Just a Sip with Justin Sylvester, he was like, who's your dream cast member? And she was like, Kris Jenner.
And she's so right for a million reasons.
Yeah, no, like, I feel like we're headed that way maybe one day. That
the Denise Richards brings us closer.
Like, Kris Jenner will retire on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great call.
You know what I mean?
And it's like the NBC Universal Bravo integration synergy.
Kathy Hilton would be the next logical step. Anyways, Mrs. Scaramucci, I don't even know her first name. I don't know that anyone's really clamoring for her. Also, Tinsley is more interesting and more involved than she's ever been.
She's the youngest one. Like, she's so cute. She really brings like a new, fresh life to the show.
She does. And she's the only really like single one who's still interested in having children. Like, it's just a different vibe. Yes, she can be annoying, but I think she's coming around. Like, this wouldn't be the time to cut her off.
No, I agree. Also, it would have been last year.
They were saying that they're filming test scenes. That makes no sense. They're not filming right now. Bravo doesn't just make test scenes. Like,
no, it's weird. I don't believe any of the rumors, honestly.
Right.
But I have heard rumors that some of the really OGs are on the chopping block, like Ramona, and honestly, that I would believe.
I just think, like,
even though, but it's like they keep Vicky
Rahoney.
Gunvalson, like they'll keep Ramona. Vicky Gunvalson is the most dry, stale piece of bread ever.
But she's the OG housewife.
Right.
Ramona's the only OG New Yorker.
That's true. Even though, like, she is technically, but like Luann is super OG, so is Bethany.
Luann became friend, and Bethany left. So Ramona's the only one who's been there all season.
No, I know, but like they're still OGs.
Right.
But like technically, sure.
Ramona. The show wouldn't be the show without Ramona.
No, and Ramona's so funny.
And she brings so much drama without even trying. She doesn't have to be Lisa Vanderpump.
No, she's been intentionally quiet this season, but she's still great.
She's still like, and sometimes like I love her and sometimes I don't understand what she's doing or why she's doing it, but it's great television regardless.
Yeah, no, it was a great episode. Like, even nothing has really been happening on their trip. Like, I just enjoy these ladies a lot.
Same, and I feel as though the cast right now really works. I wouldn't change anything. I mean, they can
I would actually keep Barbara. Like, I'm getting interested by Barbara.
I'm not. If they wanted to get rid of Barbara, they could bring in someone who, it has to be someone who has an established history with a lot of the women, you know?
Yeah, like Missy.
Yeah. Or even Jill Zarin. I wonder why they never bring her back.
Because she's dying to be on.
I know, but...
They definitely could use a bump. And I feel like Bethany would walk.
You think?
Yeah, I think maybe in her contract somewhere, like, she gets to leave because, like, I don't think that's what Bethany wants to be known for. That's what she was known for so long.
No, I agree. Okay, that would be a reason why they don't bring her back, but I'm just saying, I feel like they could bring someone back who's already been on the show.
Cindy Barshop.
Or, like,
Kelly
Heather.
Benzman.
Kelly.
Oh, Heather. I liked Heather.
Me too. And she was, like, strong, and I feel, she stands up, like... Drama doesn't just happen out of nowhere, but you also don't want people who are just saying things like Camille to start
Agreed.
To start shit.
It's so
But when
stupid.
someone feels really strongly about something, like when someone's, true to their convictions, they're gonna speak their mind, and then that starts conflict.
Yeah.
Like Bethany.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think, honestly, this episode of New York was one of the greatest episodes of Housewives
Ever.
that we've had in years. And I'm so team Bethany, Sonia, Tinsley, Dorinda, Ramona.
Me too.
That I can't see any, like...
No, me too. And they were just, like, having lunch, eating crab cakes. That was so fun. And, like, Bethany was making them all lunch.
And when Luann made fun of Tinsley for slurring...
Oh, my God. I mean, like, how could you?
My
I'm just, like,
jaw
so mad at
dropped.
myself that, like, last year I really went to bat for Luann. Like, even when she was in rehab and all the ladies were making fun of, like, her sobriety being fake, I was like, how dare you? But, like, sorry, her sobriety is fake. And, like, I'm mad at myself for just, like, being such a Luann stan because, like, a loose stan, because she doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve my stanitude.
No, but... I'm not mad at any of us for having her side. First of all, she was trying to better herself. You have to give someone at least one chance.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
So now I'm out.
Okay.
But shame on you for fooling me once.
Exactly.
Because you did. I was fooled. Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills was the weirdest episode ever because I was ready for it to be like a kumbaya, kind of like how in New York, how mostly everyone's getting along. And it's like you enjoy that as much as you enjoy the fighting. And whatever the fuck Kyle and Teddy are doing, like, it's really weird. And the fact that they don't drop it next episode where they're like, I feel like you don't want to hang out with us. That's what Lisa Vanderpump says. Like, what are they doing?
I don't know. They're all in a really weird place because on the one hand, they have to prove that without Lisa Vanderpump, they all get along and everyone's nice. On the other hand, they have to prove that without Lisa Vanderpump, the show is still interesting.
Yeah.
So I understand where it's all coming from, and they want to have this like kumbaya.
And they were gonna put that on Camille. But then Camille's house burned down, so they can't go yelling at her because that's fucking evil.
No.
So now they're trying to figure out a way to make this trip combative, make there be some sort of fight, and they don't know who to do it. And it's like Kyle and Teddy decided in their rooms separately that it's going to be on Erica.
Erica and Lisa.
It's really weird.
I mean, there was a better way to go about it. Like, really?
No, but at the end of the day, they were arguing on Erica's behalf, and Erica wasn't mad. And she was like, stop trying to bait me into this conversation. And it was the best response ever. It was so weird. And then Teddy doesn't know what to say. She's like, I mean, I guess you just don't understand Erica Jane. The persona, it's like, shut up!
It was so, and she was like, stop.
No, it's like finally they got to a point where Erica was like, I'm not mad, like don't get me into this conversation. And then Teddy's like, well, maybe the issue then is that I don't understand Erica Jane. Like, could you explain it? Like an actual preschooler. It was so weird and stupid.
It was so stupid. Erica shut that shit down. And
I thought she successfully shut it down.
If anyone had a bone to pick, it was Kyle with
Yes.
Lisa Rinna. Saying nothing to do with Erica. She could have said, you made me uncomfortable at my party by calling my sister a cunt.
It had nothing to do with the fact that she was dressed like Erica Jane and them trying to make Erica mad at Lisa. When Erica and Lisa are best friends, even if it wasn't her best friend, I don't think Erica's the type of person to get mad at something like that.
Also, if Erica was mad at Lisa about it, she would have talked to her about. They're such good friends. She would have talked to her about it like off camera or just alone. They would have squashed it and moved forward.
Yeah, but Erica's also not a loser like that to like get so upset about something that's not even a big deal.
No, it was hilarious.
No, it was hilarious. Teddy and Kyle are like freaking me out, and honestly, like I'm afraid to say this, but like it's really making me just question like them totally.
It's not. It's just not a good look that like Teddy's being Kyle's henchwoman when technically like that was what they were accusing Lisa Vanderpump of using people to do, you know, and now they're just doing it with each other, you know?
Yeah.
Also, the most interesting part of the episode was the DIY glam.
Yes.
And who brought it and who did not. And I just want to say, Dorit continues to impress me.
First of all, I like her hair better when she does it herself because all she can do is curl it, obviously, and it looks great, and there's no crazy bobby pins.
It looks great. No, but it was nice to see what she can do on her own and like her just like looking like a regular gal.
Here's my glam list just for Provence because it's different than usual. It goes Dorit, Lisa Rinna, Erica, Kyle, Teddy.
Oh, I disagree. Dorit, Kyle. Kyle's great at her hair and makeup.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about outfits. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I wasn't talking about hair and makeup. I'm talking about like full looks.
Oh,
because like
okay,
they're all really putting together looks.
Okay, Dorit, and then like everyone else is here.
Yeah.
Like Lisa Rinna, Kyle for me are the same. Teddy is looking great, but every time they cut to that testimonial with the bangs, like I just can't.
The bangs are so bad.
And then like I feel as though she looked that way the whole episode. I can't like get it out of my head.
Yeah.
And then Erica is interesting because you see how much she relies on her glam team because here she's really just wearing like all black, cool boots, cool jackets, great hats, long hair. She's doing like the most while actually doing the absolute least. Like I don't think she washed her hair once in Provence, which I respect. I haven't washed my hair since before our trip.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I got my hair done on Wednesday before our trip. I wore it down for a few days and then once I put it up into a bun and we were getting massages, I'm gonna wash it after Soul Cycle today, which Claudia is coming to.
Yes, I am. I just like really haven't stopped eating and I think it's time.
So I respected Erica's like approach and I loved like the oversized Fendi jacket.
Oh my, that jacket was amazing.
Yeah, but when they're at dinner and she's like so bored by their conversation, she's really wearing like a sweatshirt and sweatpants.
Yeah, she looks like she's going to sleep.
Right, when everyone else was doing more.
That house is amazing.
I need to go there.
Like the land, I could die.
I could die. I've never wanted to go to Provence before.
No, me neither.
But sign me the fuck up.
I want to go visit the lavender fields of Provence.
No, same. Can you take us to Provence, Counselor Smith?
Sure.
For our next
field trip?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What else? Southern Charm.
You know what? I'm so bored by the Southern Charm. I find myself scrolling my phone so much. And I have a question. Is Dani a full-time cast member?
No, this is the most she's ever been involved.
Like her filming with her mom? That was so weird.
Yeah, I think they're bringing her in, but she's been on since season 1 and she's never been a cast member.
That's weird.
And
she's like Marlo.
Right. I don't know if that's Bravo's call or her call.
I don't know.
Because she's also never been thirsty about it.
Oh my God, Craig inviting everyone over to fill orders was so funny. And Patricia showing up to his house, like that really cemented for me in that moment. I was like, this show is problematic because why is this 80-year-old woman hanging out with a bunch of 20-year-olds?
No, it's very problematic. I don't even remember what happened. I watched it like so long ago.
Yeah, it was such like nothing happened.
We'll recap it like fully.
When it's on this week.
Exactly. Is that all?
Yeah, I think so.
I watched a great Lifetime movie.
You did?
Oh my God, yes. It's called My Husband's Secret Wife. And it just had so many twists and turns. I really didn't know where it was going to go. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
And everyone was good. It was like Hallmark-looking people.
All right.
And with like murder mysteries.
Ooh la la.
Oh, so was it the
I
Hallmark
watched-
Murder Mysteries channel?
Movies and mysteries. No, but they don't like kill people and kidnap children.
Right.
So,
Wait, I watched Nat and Liv,
which episode?
the one last night. I watched like 10 minutes.
I didn't watch it.
It's not it.
It's not.
It's not it.
I
sis.
heard last night's episode was not it. And
It's
actually,
it's not it.
okay. Can you watch the first episode and let me know
Yeah.
what you think?
Yeah, but it ain't it, sis.
Because you need to be introduced to everyone.
Okay. No, I got it. The theme song really lays it out for you.
The theme song's really good.
Yeah, and it's like Liv's brother, Nat's brother, Liv's dad, Lav's dad, Liv's mom, Liv's
Just watch
mom.
the first episode and then you can be out.
Oh, Craig wearing eyeliner?
That was...
What the fuck was that? They're like, you look like you're wearing eyeliner. He's like, I am. I like the way it looks. That was weird. Okay. Well, Taylor Swift's best friend has to go because she's like so busy today.
Are you going
Just,
to go
like,
to call Taylor?
doing Taylor's like, yeah.
PR.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just like fighting in the comment section on behalf of Taylor. I got a lot of people to respond to.
Really? What are haters saying?
That the song sucks. Taylor sucks. She's exploiting the gay community for corporate greed. I don't know. Nothing I can relate to. Thank you guys for watching The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Also head over to girlwithnojob.com because I'm going on Tar, Virginia Beach, Santiago. Tar, Virginia Beach, San Diego, Richmond, Charleston, and Vegas this summer. So hit up girlwithnojob.com for tickets. And then yes, our podcasts are also available. Our episodes are also available as a podcast. Oh my God, I can't fucking talk. Just subscribe to us on iTunes. Bye.
Wait, follow me at Jackie O Problems. Get my presets, JackieOBlow.com.
Bye.